Hello there once again, people, and welcome to yet again an episode of Seeking Shamblers. This is the first normal episode we've had in a little bit of time. Things have definitely been going a little bit interesting lately. But yeah, this is going to be rather interesting because it's the first real level, like I said, in a little bit of time. And it also happens to be yet another single player level. Seems like November really has picked up the number of single player levels. We're starting to see them left and right. Just before episode 300, we had found like a bunch of them. And now that I've hit past 300, here's yet another. So, rather exciting. Anyway, this one was made on November 17th in 1996, towards the middle of the month, and was made by Andrew Smith, aka yet another person I have never heard of. Seems like in most cases, people are pretty much people we've never heard of. No real surprise. People make one level and then kind of disappear. Anyway, he made this using Quest, which is actually rather interesting at this period of time. Quest is pretty much defunct by this period. It's been officially said to not be being continued. So it's rather interesting to actually see someone using Quest at this time. Maybe he was just used to using Quest. Maybe it was a preference of Quest over other editors. But yeah, basically, Quest essentially... actually, no. Quest got released, the final version, on November 11th, but there was a massive virus in there that made it absolutely horrible to use. Quest officially stopped development on November 21st, which is a few days from here. So, needless to say, it does make sense that there would still be some quests going on. As I said, there was still a new version. It still had activity. We hadn't had any official, we're giving up on Quest just yet. Anyway, cooperative and deathmatch are both supported here. Up to 10 players in both, so it's relatively big. He also supported all difficulties, including Nightmare, though I don't know if he's changed anything between Hard and Nightmare. He said he's trying to keep the difficulty settings the same as they were in the actual game maps. So easy is very easy, normal provides a bit of a challenge, and hard and nightmare will be extremely difficult. The level is intended to be played on Nightmare, as that will provide the best entertainment. Anyway, this map has been played multiple times on all difficulty settings, with no cheating, and it is possible. It is designed, however, with strategy in mind, and it's critically important to find the right way of approaching each area. The Berserker approach will rarely work, if ever. You guys haven't been around me, apparently, long enough. Or you know, that is basically always my strategy. Just charge in there, pray to a higher god, and see what happens. And it seems like eventually we survive, so I guess we'll see what exactly happens here. What happens when I'm rusty with a rather supposedly hard level? I'm not sure how hard this will really be. Might actually be very brutal. Who knows? But anyway, this is a level. Who would have guessed? It's a level, everybody. Anyway, this really is actually a small part of what's actually a bigger project. Oh god, my cable's like swinging all of creation. Anyway, this, as said, is basically a sample level from a much larger project entitled The Epoch Turning. Basically, we have here the first and second levels, the level selection level, as well as the second level from the episode to test the water with it. I've never heard of this. I have no idea if the Epoch Turning ended up being a thing. It would be nice if we actually got a giant Quake episode called the Epoch Turning. Who knows, maybe that'll be a big thing in 1997 for Quake, but somehow I doubt it. I imagine this is like one of the only things. I just typed in the Epoch Turn in Google. It looks like there is something, so hopefully this will be like a 97 thing. I can't imagine him getting this done anytime soon, so it's probably going to be in 1997. But at least we get this little preview now in 96, and who knows, he'll probably like change up this level from then to there. So we'll get this one and get to appreciate it. Anyway, basically, we have our first little test level. It basically just has a simple map of 4 teleporters, one for each difficulty setting. Walk through one of the teleporters and you'll be taken to the actual level that we care about here, which is the Guardhouse. But as said, the Guardhouse is not really what we really care about right now. We're not doing the Guardhouse. That will be for next time. This time around is a level selection. So needless to say, it's very, very anticlimactic. We're not really going to be doing much here. I'm probably going to do both back to back because this one sounds like it's going to be very small. It's just a level selection. Just like a lot of the other ones we've been seeing recently, they'll have like one level that's like really, really small and like it's just an introductory level, and then we get the level proper. Anyway, as said, this is the epic turning. It's what really is the level for this time, and it's really, really small. Has like a very small file size and everything, so needless to say, it's probably going to be very, very anticlimactic in terms of what we're exactly seeing here. So don't expect much this time around, but as said, I'm planning to do probably both videos back to back, so you'll probably see both released in the same day. I can't see why not, especially with this one being so small. Let's see here, let's load up Epic, see what exactly we have, and here we are. Yeah, it's a level selection menu, isn't it? You see, no secrets, no anything. We have our 4 areas. You can see difficulty selection here. Easy skill level, normal skill level, hard skill level, and nightmare skill level. Nightmares being guarded by giant gates. So that's rather interesting. They make it really like make you nervous that it's going to be very, very brutal. But yeah, this is the only one with like the caves and all that. But yeah, you go in here and there we are. That would be the next level, which I have yet to put in here. But yeah, it's Epic 1M2, made to be the second level of Epic. So, anyway, that is really the level as said. Yes, this was probably one of the most anticlimactic things ever. But as said, it was just about the difficulty selection. Now, the sad thing about this is that while we have it like this, and we have a nice little episode going on here, because the fact that the textures are blatantly saying easy, normal, nightmare, difficult on all of the teleporters, it feels like it wouldn't be that good to use in my custom episode. Like, I've been trying to make like all the different custom stuff and make it together as different hubs. If you've been following attention development, this one won't really work for a hub, I don't think, because the blatant, easy, normal, difficult, blah, blah, blah. Outside of that, you don't really have any teleporters, and what you do have is very, very blatant in what it's saying. I do prefer this one over, whatchamacallit, the one that we were dealing with before. It's Zamp 1 by 9 Inch Nails. That one is kind of a mess because you only get one dialogue bots. This one has individual dialogue bots for each of the teleporters, which is much nicer. It could definitely be used to make a much better episodic thing than what I was dealing with there. But at the same time, I don't like the easy, normal messages. It definitely would feel out of place to try and put like episode names to these and then have like a teleporter that says the word easy on it. So yeah, unless I can figure out a way to like change the textures around and like make it so it's not saying that, I don't really think we're going to have this particular thing being anything really. So needless to say, it's there, but at the same time, we're not really going to focus on it much. Yeah, this is one that's going to, I mean, I guess if I really wanted to, I could try and like apply some custom texture, replace the names of the textures. So I think it's based on reference. So if you change the name of the textures, but then again, because of original Vanilla Quake would end up overwriting it, especially in GL Quake, whereby like only one texture is loaded. And so needless to say, that would be a mess anyway. That wouldn't really work. So, needless to say, I don't think there's really a good solution to dealing with this problem. I think it's just the case of it would be nice in the fact that it's a little bit better than a 9 Inch Nails one, it's Zamp 1, but it's still not a great solution to the problem. It still is not the answer I'm looking for proper level selection in comparison to Examp 1, which I really don't like. It's just mostly a placeholder while I hope to find something better. But yeah, this is not that something better. It kind of works a bit less, I feel. Anyway, that's really that. I blabbed for long enough about a very, very simple map. There's nothing really to talk about here because it is a very basic level as said. Thank you all for watching. It's been an adventure, and I guess I'll see you all in the actual level itself, the Guardhouse. See you all then.